Hello YouTube. I'm in for a long night. So it's 9:25 p.m. Still Wednesday, July 19th, 2023. And I'm standing outside of the new emergency room at the hospital formerly known as Good Samaritan. It's now Banner University Medical Center. I don't know why they call it that, because it's not attached to a university and it's not on University Drive. This sort of stuff just drives me crazy. It should still be called Good Samaritan Hospital, or perhaps Banner Good Samaritan Hospital. It really bums me that it's lost its independence. So this is the new emergency room here. I don't know that I've ever got a video of that, and obviously it's inappropriate for me to be taking video of people going in and out that door for privacy reasons and probably HIPAA reasons. But yeah, it's the first time I've ever been in this new building. So my daughter Allison did get admitted right away. That's a good thing, and I think I kind of explained that in the last video. So my daughter Allison did get admitted, and I don't know how this is going to go down. When the nurses ask me questions, or the doctor asks me questions, and I proceed to explain what's going on, Allison tends to get pretty upset and will interrupt me. Although to me the funniest part of that is I just realized I was shooting video in front of a hospital entrance. Whoops, not supposed to do that. As I was saying, oh wow, I have never approached this tower at this angle. Okay, from an architectural standpoint, this is just awesome, and I wish I was able to get a wide enough angle view that I'm able to see with this camera, but I'm not. Wow, that's just absolutely awesome to me. And of course I won't be able to enter that entrance. I think that's just an emergency exit now. But when I say this thing looks like a spaceport, this totally reminds me of like just sci-fi shit. Look at that view. Look at that view. Man, there's no architecture like this these days. I think this was built in 1978, if memory serves. And of course, the new attachments, look pretty. I mean, they're nice. Don't get me wrong, but nowhere near as interesting as the old Good Sam spaceport entrance. Oh, so I was trying to walk through from the new. Okay, and this is the new main entrance here. I was trying to walk through from the emergency room, the new emergency room, to wow, and look at how the spaceport goes down lower than the ground level to this lower courtyard. I intend to do as much hospital wandering as I can get away with tonight, because I really miss the days of walking through this hospital as a cab driver, going to different departments, delivering and picking up specimen samples. What is it? I don't know. I don't know. It's a specimen. The less I know about it, the better I feel about it. I just got to get it from point A to point B and get a signature from whoever received it. Make sure it's going to the right desk. But I remember when I went through training with Yellow Cab and they were telling me about that. It's like you don't want to know what it is. Could be shit, could be piss, could be blood. Could be kidney tissue. Probably wouldn't be kidney tissue. I don't think that's in that with a cab driver, but most likely piss, shit, or blood. That courtyard down there is just so neat looking to me. And I just love the architecture of this building. It's definitely one of the coolest buildings, in my opinion, in all of Phoenix, just because it's just so unique. Those wild oval windows just give it this total sci-fi appearance, and just that shape of the multiple towers and how the corners stick out. I should really look at it from an aerial view. I bet it looks really interesting, the shape, because I can only sort of imagine what the shape is like from the top. It's a totally bizarre thing when you're walking through, and I can't really shoot video of what the angles are like on the various floors, but there are junctions where just hallways go at just really, most hallways are at 95-degree angles. That's just how people build buildings, like that building right there and the part over there, and every building directly across the street. But this one, nah, the angles inside are just all kinds of wild. At least they're wild to me. So I've already been, it's just crazy. I was just here, and that's one thing I've been trying to reiterate all day today while being with Allison and trying to talk to medical people. I wonder what happens if I walk through here. I think that's the universal sign for don't walk through here, but I totally want to. That used to be the emergency room entrance. It's funny, I was talking with a guy that I met in the cafeteria as he was kind of showing me the best route to get back to the emergency room, and we were talking about how the old emergency room used to be like that section there, because you can see there's like offices or something on the top floor. You can see those windows, and then you can see an entrance there and some kind of darkened windows and some kind of offices down below, and in the middle you've got this you've got the metal gate there, or what do you call it, the metal fence there, and there's parking up there, and that's now valet parking. But that used to be the emergency room entrance and the emergency room parking. Short-term emergency room parking. Obviously, if your loved one is being admitted and you're planning on being there for several hours, please move your car. There's not much parking up there. But yeah, I was telling him as a cab driver, that was hands down my favorite ER to pick up at. And I've mentioned this before, I don't mention it much, but when I was a cab driver for every company that I've driven for, but particularly AAA, Yellow Cab, and not as much with VIP Taxi. Mostly with VIP Taxi, I was doing shuttling unaccompanied minors for Arizona Child Protective Services. But definitely with AAA and with Yellow Cab, a lot of non-emergency medical transportation. And I think the bulk of that nowadays is handled by Veyo as opposed to taxi companies. But yeah, back in the day, I did so much of that for Yellow Cab and AAA Cab. And so being a night driver, because I prefer, you know what they say, the freaks come out at night. I prefer to be out at night. But yeah, mostly, at night, a whole lot of picking up and dropping off at the emergency room. At a lot of hospitals, that's the only entrance that is even open. It's kind of interesting that the new main entrance here was open and had people going in and out of it. But yeah, a lot of hospitals, the only entrance that's open late at night is the emergency room. And different routine as far as like where you park and where you go in and where you go out. And wow, the courtyard is open. Usually that entrance is all locked up. Not like I'm going in there, but it's fascinating to me that it's open. So I'm going to have to point this down.